guys, welcome back to Joshua Racing League. Last time we were ranking the best NASCAR tracks from the 2022 schedule, but this time we'll be ranking each race and from the 2022 schedule, so I hope you will enjoy. First, the Busch Clash was a pretty decent race, so I'll put it in decent. Now, Daytona 500 was one of the best Daytona 500s in the last few years, so that was a great race. Auto Club, same with it. It's been a lot better this year than the last few years. In Las Vegas, the next gen car really helped that track, so Vegas is gonna go in great. And Phoenix was not much better than the last few, but I think it might have even been worse. I was like, meh. Atlanta, I liked the first Atlanta race in the next gen car. It was really great, so great. Now Coda. Coda had a great finish, and the race was okay. It wasn't the best race, so I'll put it in decent. I think the Clash and Coda were similar. And the Toyota's Richmond is just a terrible track. It's even worse this year with the next gen car at short tracks. And that Martinsville race was the worst race of the season, maybe, or the second worst. Food City Dirt Race was good. I don't think it's the best race, but it was a great race. The finish might have helped that too. And the Geico 500 at Talladega wasn't that many big, huge crashes, but I think it was decent. Dover was decent as well, and there's a good amount of crashes and good racing. Goodyear 400 at Darlington was great. There's a lot of chaos and a lot of great racing. Advent Hal 400 at Kansas was maybe one of the best mile and a halves all year, and so it's great. All-Star race at Texas, not best, it's the worst race ever, all-star race ever. Coca-Cola 600 from worst to best. Coke 600 best race of 2022. Next, Gateway. Gateway was kind of boring, flat tracks, not really that exciting, so meh. Sonoma, not much passing. There was like 2 crashes in the whole race. And the Ally 400 at Nashville, it was amazing. So Road America was no cautions in the entire race. It was very boring. There was like few spins. There wasn't much racing that out front, and bad race. So Quaker State 400 was a great race. There's a lot of side-by-side action in that one. New Hampshire the last few years have been really good. And M&M Fan Appreciation 400, I went to that race. That race was really great. So, great race, especially the Chastain and Hamlin incidents. And the Brickyard is not good at all. Every race Tyler Reddick won that year was not good. And Michigan was decent. Like, it's a lot better than the last few Michigan races. Federated Auto Parts 400 at Richmond was maybe even worse than the last Richmond race. Go Bowling at the Glen was the best road course race this season. The Glen is always great. Daytona, it would have been a great race, or maybe even a best race if that huge, massive crash didn't happen 20 ago because of the rain, but it was decent. Next up, Darlington was a great race. The Southern 500 this year was pretty good. Was a lot of chaos towards the end. It would be a best race of the season if that didn't happen at the end with Kyle Busch and the Motors. So the Kansas was one of the best races too. wasn't as chaotic. Bath Road Night Race at Bristol, that was amazing. Texas ain't going there. And worst race of the season. Yulewood 500 at Talladega. Wasn't a lot of chaos, but the racing was good. Maybe best or great, yeah. And the Roval was decent. Not too much chaos at the beginning, then it got so chaotic. And then Vegas, great, and Miami, one of the best races of the season. Martinsville was meh until the Hail Mountain, so I'll just put it in decent. And the championship race at Phoenix was worse than the first one, but it's championship race, so I'll put in meh. Now let's go from best to worst. So great races. It was like Auto Club, Vegas, Atlanta, Daytona, Talladega, Bristol, Darlington, Kansas, Atlanta. All those tracks were great, decent. All those races were pretty great as well, but I don't think they were as great as the other ones. And meh, they're a lot of flat tracks, and those races were pretty boring. And the bad races were all like boring races that had not much happen, except Indy was just the opposite. It was like way too chaotic. And then the worst races of the season were like the Martinsville race where nothing happened, the Texas race where is awful, and the other Texas race that was way too chaotic, tires blowing every single second. So, next, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's other tier lists you want me to make, and make sure to like and subscribe, and comment which race this season was your favorite. See you guys in the next one. Bye.